Hello folks. A new Nightwave season just started, a new intermission season, and at this point I think it's safe to say that intermission seasons are what we're going to be having from now on. I'm not sure if we're ever going to get a new proper season again, but they are rotating back some of the old rewards and they're getting some new rewards out. So let's take a look at these and see if this one is going to be worth your time to invest in. And I'm going to tell you right away, yes it is. We have some very attractive rewards that people have been asking for to come back for a long time. First up, at the 4th rank, we have the Emissary Operator Collection, which lets you dress up your operator as the infested emissary. This is a very attractive and very popular operator fashion, so I'm sure a lot of people are happy to see this one come back. Moving on, the Gamma color palette, which is the it's the classic color palette, but with all of the colors and also muted versions of them, not as vibrant and not as like neon. And this is also very great for if you are a free-to-play player. Color palettes are very hard to come by, and this one's got basically most of the colors you need. Very good reward. On rank 9, we have a new augment mod for the Core. The Core is a beam weapon that resembles the Kuva Core or the Tenno in that it has tendrils that spread from target to target, but it's fallen behind a bit because it doesn't perform quite as well as they do. But with this new augment mod, it lets you refill the magazine when you kill enemies with it, and as you can see, status chance and crit chance are increased by 60% for each tendril active. So like I said, it's like a beam weapon that spreads to multiple targets. This is probably a very potent damage increase, and wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of people start using the Core when they get their hands on this mod. On rank 13, we have an absolutely baller infested claw skin for your claw weapons, like your Venka Prime or your Keratinos. That actually just makes your entire hand look like a big, gross, infested claw hand. Look at that. That is absolutely fantastic. I'm definitely going to be taking these for a spin. They're gorgeous. On rank 14, we have the Fracta Shoulder Guard, which first made its appearance in Season 3 of Nightwave, the Glassmaker. These are very popular cosmetics, these shoulder guards. You still see people use them to this day. I'm sure everyone is very excited to get a chance to get these again if you missed them the first time around. Very big, very massive, but they still look sleek and well designed. Very nice. At rank 17, we get so many armor sets, so many cosmetics here. The Saturn 6 armor bundle back from Season 1 of Nightwave, the Wolf of Saturn 6. This armor set is also one that people have been wanting for a long time to come back, this Grenier-inspired one. They look very nice, and they work with a lot of different Warframes. Now, unfortunately, what is missing from this is the back piece, because there is a back piece, a Saturn 6 Cyandana. That one is not included, which is a shame. As you can see, this is what this looks like. It's the same style as the Saturn 6 armor set, just that it's a back piece as well. Can't get that one from this season. But who knows? It might make a return at some other time. We get a beautiful Baruch glyph for those who are into that. We get another augment mod, this time for the Core, that lets the Altfire get infinite punch through, which means that you can shoot as many enemies as you want in a row, but it no longer explodes. And I guess if you hit enough enemies in a row so you get a full charge, then you increase crit chance and crit damage on the next discharge by 300%. It is a very high number. Sounds potent, but we'd have to test it in practice to see how good it is in a live situation. There's a nice orbiter display, Duviri themed, which I'm sure you can find some nice spot for in your orbiter. There is the Spore Ephemera, again from the Emissary season. It's got these little splashes on the ground, and it also gives this sort of glow to your entire Warframe. It can work okay on some styles. I personally think that the glow is a bit much, and it sort of takes over whatever you're doing, but maybe you're into that. There is a gene masking kit for Kubrows, which makes Kubrows look like the animals in the Plains of Duviri. So this is a cosmetic. You can just equip this on any Kubrow, and it's a bunch of different new Kubrow colors as well. Now, Kubrows aren't exactly in the meta right now, but it does look very nice. And finally, the rank 30 reward is the Drifter Keeler suit, and my lord, this Drifter suit looks absolutely amazing. It feels a little bit Grenier inspired with the mask, but not exactly. It looks so stylish. It's thick. It's giving that thickness to your Drifter. And it's got this sort of like sleek alien looking appearance. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna be farming for this one so that I can equip it as soon as possible. And finally, a little tip just for this week's Nightwave with all the challenges. One of the 7,000 standing challenges requires you to kill enemies using a necromech without getting destroyed. If you are one of the people who have yet to farm a necromech, we have another one here where you have to kill enemies with a necromech. I have a very quick tip for you. You can complete these challenges without owning a necromech. If you go to Deimos and you look at what the day-night cycle it is, here it says it's Vohm in 51 minutes, which means it is currently Fuss, and that is what you want. Because during the Fuss cycle, there are actually fallen necromechs lying on the ground out here in Deimos that you can just use transference to port into, and then you can use these necromechs to complete the challenge. Let me just quickly find one and I'll show you what it looks like. So here we are in the Cambion Drift, and we are just gonna be scouring the map and looking for a fallen necromech. And here we have one. So as you can see, we have a necromech that's just lying on the ground here on Deimos. It can take a while before you find them. You gotta scour the map, but here it is. So if you just go close to it and activate your transference, boom, you can just pop into that. It's just a necromech like any other. And while it's not modded, you're still running around with a Mausolon. And so long as you're not running on Steel Path and it's just normal Deimos, you will find that this will in fact do the trick for killing enemies. So let's just find a nice little enemy for us to kill. Ah, I see a nice Eximus unit right here. So, as you can see, this does in fact give you mission progress for killing enemies with a necromech and for killing enemies with a necromech without being destroyed. So there you have it, people. Completing these two challenges is gonna give you a nice, cool 11,500 standing to start off your journey to collect all of these nice rewards. Now, don't worry about it. You have a lot of time. These Nightwave seasons typically go on for a couple of months with new challenges every week. But it just started right now, so why not get started right at the beginning to make sure that you can collect all of the rewards in a nice, smooth, and leisurely pace. Well, that's it, people. That is today's little PSA. Thank you for listening, as always, and I will see you again tomorrow for something completely different.